Yes, this is another bash. Gift Biz Unwrapped, episode 379.
Attention gifters, bakers, crafters, and makers. Pursuing your dream can be fun. Whether you have an established business or are looking to start one now, you are in the right place. This is Gift Biz Unwrapped, helping you turn your skill into a flourishing business. Join us for an episode packed full of invaluable guidance, resources, and the support you need to grow your gift biz. Here is your host, Gift Biz gal, Sue Monheit.
Hi there, it's Sue, and thanks for joining me here today. If you haven't been to a bash before, hold tight. You're going to get the full experience in just a minute. First, we're going to start off with a discussion on the differences between features and benefits. These words are often used interchangeably, when in reality, they relay separate types of information and should be used for different purposes. By the time we're done, you'll understand features and benefits completely and be able to apply this newfound knowledge into your business. After the training, we'll get into showcases from other handmade product makers just like you. They'll share some information about their business, and you have the opportunity to see how others present themselves and also get to support others through the discounts they offer or potentially find a collaboration partner. The last bash resulted in some new wholesale orders and, of course, individual product sales. And yes, you can be part of a bash too. This bash in particular had many connections and ideas bantered back and forth after we turned off the recording. So showing up for a bash has even more value than getting exposure to all our podcast listeners. As long as you're an established handmade product business, I invite you to book your spot. Go to giftbizunwrapped.com/bash and find one of the bashes that fits your schedule. Hope to see you in an upcoming bash. And now, let's get into the show. Hey there, it's Sue, and welcome to another Gift Biz Bash. I'm here with a bunch of amazing handmade creators who are going to tell you all about their business a little bit later. But first, I'm going to get into a short 10-minute training talking about a topic that sometimes comes up, but I don't know that we always all get it because I see this happening all the time. And I personally consciously have to focus and do this right myself too. So I'm hands up that I'm doing this training and I'm listening to it myself as well. And this has to do with the difference between features and benefits. Understanding the difference between these two and consciously ensuring that you are focusing your communication on one versus another can truly lead to the difference between you actually making the sale or not. There's a little bit of a psychological underpinning to all of this, and it's just human nature. So when I say it, don't be like, oh, not me, not me. I think it's everybody. And that is, we're all a little bit selfish. We all perk our ears up and pay more attention when we can relate to the topic because there's something in it for us. There's some value. It's hit a chord or a sensitive point or something that's important to us, and we all pay more attention when that's the case. It really applies to everything. Even if you think of, I know within our community of makers, we're all such giving people. I mean, that's a characteristic I see all over. A lot of us volunteer or we give to charities, that type of a thing. There's still an element of self-fulfillment in that. I mean, think about it. The charities that you decide to put your time and energy towards or money towards, you are getting something back for that. It's either this is something that you care so much about and believe in so much, it's your way of helping advance the cause. It might be a family member who has a disease, so you're helping raise money for something that is really, really important to you. Or you just want to feel good about being a person who gives. All of that is still self-fulfilling and not in a bad way. I'm not saying in a bad way, but I wanted to give this kind of an example because then when you relate it over to business, you can see that in even a very giving situation where we pay more attention when there's something in it for us, think of how much more it's like that when we're selling, when the stakes are maybe a little less high, especially if we're buying. If it's true of our outreach and our service efforts, it's even more true when we think of our buying behaviors. Think about that a little bit, how you are and when your ears perk up and you pay more attention. Now, if that's true for us, then flip that. It has to be true for our customers too. So the trick here is that you want to be talking about things that are important to them, that are going to pique their interest, that are truly things that are in it for them to get them to pay attention to you. And attention then comes through first attraction, getting the attention, and then focusing on benefits, because that's what pulls them in, and then features later. I think to make this the most clear, let's define what features are versus benefits. And I'm going to start with the one that I feel is the most important, the first one you want to be bringing people in with, and that is benefits. Benefits, and this can be tricky when we're product-based businesses. Benefits are the value, the purpose, what your product provides. How does it help enrich your customer's life? What's the change that I would experience by having your product versus not having your product? Now, again, because it's a tangible product, that kind of in the beginning might be a little bit hard to figure out. If you make a consumable product, let's say baked goods, you might be like, well, what's the benefit of this beautiful cake that I make? Well, it could be gorgeous enhancement to a wedding, making a special day all the more significant. If you make jewelry, it could be when you put on jewelry that you love, you feel more confident and bold and are ready to present yourself in the best light to the world. That's a benefit of the jewelry. Pampering products, if you use certain healing ingredients in the products, I'm getting a health benefit then from a product. So think about what you offer and what are the benefits. It's the value, how it helps me, how I change by having it, the feelings I'm getting. Switching over to features, features are the things that we easily know. This is what we normally will talk about. The details of our product, the size, the materials we use, the shape, shipping, returns, all of those things. Those are features of your product. I'm going to give you an example that I see often. So this is one that could be gray area, but if you really think about it, it's not. How about American made? Everyone loves to talk about how it's American made, right? American made is a feature. You're sourcing and you're making your product in America. The benefit is reduction of carbon footprint, right? That's what American made is doing that might be a care about to a customer. Okay. So if there's any question with that, I'm going to ask for questions later. I'm going to get through everything, but I'm guessing that it's pretty clear. I'm looking at all you guys' faces and it looks like everything's pretty clear. So the problem comes in that when you go to start promoting your products, most of the time we lead and we talk about features. So we'll talk about how I hand make my beads and they're made of glass and, whatever. Well, that's great, but why do I care about that more than somebody else who makes beaded glass jewelry, right? So when you only speak features, what ends up happening is you're putting yourself right up against anybody else who does any other type of product and or Anita, in your case, your kind of product/service or services that you provide. You're putting yourself right up against those people. And there's really nothing to separate you one from another. I want you to start thinking about features. What is the value? How are you different? And what do you provide to your customer that's different over and above what the product is, how it looks, the colors it comes in, the sizes, etc. Now, your actions with this would be, this is what you start with, as I'd mentioned before. That's how you grab the attention, because you can't really talk to people about anything unless you've got their attention and you get their attention to a deeper level when you're talking benefits. Then you can go into the features and that then brings you over the finish line, right? Someone decides that they love the handmade knitted shawls that you make. Maybe you have a certain portion of your sales that go to a certain cause that's really dear to you, and you tell the story about why. So they're like, oh my gosh, I want this shawl because I feel like I'm doing something to help this cause. So that's a benefit, right? And then the fact, furthermore, of the yarn that she uses, et cetera, that's what pushes them over the finish line and that they decide they're going to buy from you. Where do you put this information? Okay, so if you're with me up to this point and you understand benefits, bring in the attention and grab somebody, and then the features, bring it over the finish line. Where do you put all this information? So let's talk about that for a quick second. On your website, so e-commerce, when people land on your website, think in your mind's eye what you've got there now. The very first thing they see, okay, does it have any benefit statements there? A lot of people, when you go to your website, the first thing you see is maybe a nice picture showing what you do, right? Are we just talking about the jewelry, or does it have some type of a benefit statement there also? Bounce rates are a big deal with websites, right? Someone comes to the website, they've got to make sure that they have landed in the right place. They know and like what they see. And if they don't, they bounce. A benefit statement front and center will help keep people on. They'll be like, oh, and then they look more and they might scroll down or they might go through like the navigation at the top and look further. Okay. That's what you want to do with your website. In social, and those of you who have been in my ecosphere for a while know I harp on this all the time. What most of the time we're doing as product businesses is we are selling. You guys are going to know this, Sonia, pause. I make these gorgeous coasters, right? They're $10 for 4. Go buy them here. That's what we normally do, right? Product, price, here's where you go buy, versus pulling in the benefits. And some of the benefits can also be a story that you tell, how you started the company, what it's done for your business. You know, you're bringing them in on a deeper level. So some of that benefit, especially on social also, is endearing people to you. Okay. And content for makers, you know, I've got a ton of pre-written lines that you can use for identifying things that you can talk about on social, but you want to be doing benefits. This is just coming up to me right now, but My Pillow, you know, the guy with My Pillow, he talks about how he was in jail. He was a druggie. He like had a hard life and he turned himself around. He doesn't hide that. You know, that's part of a benefit. You're supporting him when you buy his products. Now, there's a lot of other benefits too, right? Made in Minnesota, on and on and on and on. If you look at him, he's a really good example of benefits and then sale. And I'm telling you the story. So obviously it got to me. Okay, so that's social. In person, if you're at a craft show, the signage that you have behind the show, lots of times you're just showing prices. If you sell candles, I can see that they're candles because they're on the table. What are the benefits of the candles? No one's going to know unless they get into a conversation with you and you're going to tell them. So signage helps here too with you can have benefits and features on a sign. Healthy, clean burning keeps your environment fresh and healthy, even with fresh scents. Like that's horrible copy, but you know what I mean. So you can do what the benefit is and then talk about soy wax, wood wick, you know, whatever other features, multiple flavors, scents, whatever, but don't forget the benefit. Most people will just go to the features, you know, and list the features. And finally, I'd say in any conversation that you have, even networking, why do I care? That's the biggest question. Why do I, as the potential buyer of your products or services, care? And that's how you lead. And then you take the conversation from there. And again, in summary here, reason you want to be really focused on benefits versus features, and we've already gone through so you really understand the difference between the two, is the benefits draw people in. They grab attention. Everybody? No, not everybody. They'll grab attention of people who are your potential customers, who care about the same things that your product offers. And then the features are kind of like just the final little points that bring them over the line, push the buy button, pull out their credit card, whatever has to happen for that transaction to take place. Or they come on your email list because they may not really be in the market for what you have right now, but you've sold them on the fact that you're a valuable person to know and follow for the point in time when they are interested and do want your product. Okay. All right. So that is my spiel on benefits and features. And if anybody has any questions on that, I'll take them now. Or if you are thinking about benefits for your business and you want to shout them out, you could do that too. Anyone want to unmute and say anything about this? I think I see Andrill.
It was a question that I was going to ask, and I think you answered it. It was pertaining to having information about both the features as well as the benefits. Like if you were given the example of the candle, given the benefits of the candle. And my question, I guess, was, can the information that you're given be on both? That's not what I want to ask. Can some things be both? You're describing the features as well as giving the benefits on your information that may be behind you if you're in person with someone.
Yes, the answer is yes, for sure. Like if you're at a show, you could have the benefits and the features both written out. I would suggest that the wording of a benefit is different than the wording of a feature, but it could still be talking about the same thing. Like soy candles, the benefit is healthier inside burning environment is the benefit of using soy wax. Does that make sense? So one's a benefit and one's a feature. And benefits, honestly, like it takes people some time to think about all the potential benefits because some of them could be physical, they could be psychological, they could be helping your mood, they could be making you healthier, they could be, there's a plethora of different types of things that benefits could be. And it's worth giving some thought. So you have maybe 3 top things that you can pull up at any time and talk about. I don't expect, if this is new information to anybody who's listening, I don't expect it to automatically be obvious necessarily. You got to think about it a little bit, and even the people who make similar products, the benefits might be different. The things that they want to focus on and talk about could be different one from another. Anything else? Oh, go ahead, Joyce.
Brought that up because it's been quite a while, and I am the one that always gets confused in features and benefits. So I think as I begin to gravitate in business as long as I have been, I'm now researching the word, what does benefit mean, like I say, versus feature. Because I think for all these many years, I was really just offering, I thought it was benefits, same day delivery, whatever, blah, blah, blah. That was like benefits. That wasn't really a benefit, it was a feature in the service.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have to really sit back and think about what are the benefits that I'm offering to attract the person that's on my website that's reading to make them go further.
The way to further think about this is if you have the feature of same day delivery, why would same day delivery be important to your customer? So you can ask a question. If you think of it from the customer standpoint, why do I care that Joyce has same day delivery? Not the person who just called you at 3:00 this afternoon, mind you. I just saw that post earlier. But someone who calls before 11, same day delivery, could be the convenience. You forgot it's your best friend's birthday and you're working all day. Where are you going to go? She doesn't need to know you forgot. That could be a benefit. Like that's a little story as a benefit. Okay. So all you have to take each of your features and then just ask the question, why would my customer care about that?
Okay.
Right? Yeah, you've got a lot. And now I know, with you focused on corporate too, then you also think from the corporate hat, not just a single one-on-one customer hat, but a corporate hat. So that was good, Joyce. Thanks for the ad. Anything else before we get into showcases? Okay, so those of you who are listening, we're now going to get into why I call this a bash. It's getting together all different handmade business owners who get a chance to showcase their business to you. Now, there's a couple of things that you as a listener, obviously the people who are here get to tell you all about their business. So it's visibility for them. At the end, I'm going to tell you if you're interested in joining a bash, how you can do so. But there's something else. As you're listening to everybody talk about their business, it's a good example of how to present your business forward. So you can use, if you hear something or a style that you're like, yeah, I'm really listening, take some of the wording or the way they present their business or some of the ideas of the things that they're doing And this might give ideas for you and your business as well. If you're interested in supporting them by purchasing some of their products, some people offer discount codes here and other things. That's also wonderful. People will also talk about collaborations. So if your product could go well in someone's shop, or if you see somebody who's talking here who you think you combining your product with their product for a special promotion could be a good idea, feel free to reach out to these people too. That's why I'm having them give you somewhere where you can reach out to them later. Okay. All of this is not going to be in the show notes. So you got to have pen and paper if you want to connect with anybody. But you're not just listening for them to promote to you. You're getting to hear how various people are running, working, and what they're doing in their businesses. All right. So with that, the way we'll do this is I'll ask you again who you are, what the name of your business is, what you sell, if it's a product that you're selling, anything else that you think we should know for the immediate future, and then how people can get in touch with you. Okay. And let's see, Gloria Brown, I think I'm going to start with you because you were the first one on, so you get to start. How about that?
Hi, I'm Gloria Brown, the sole proprietor of All in Women Herbals in Bloomfield, New Jersey. And our products are made from organic, all natural skincare oils, butters, and botanicals, and they are free from harsh chemicals. We do specialize in products for mature, sensitive, or troubled skin, and they are handmade in small batches for freshness, incorporating the incredible benefits of plants into healthier and cleaner versions of body care essentials for the family. And we just love to work with you on special orders. I'm looking for someone who would like to collaborate on a product with me. I have a wonderful massage oil called Ayodeli, which means joy in the house. Right now, I dabble in making soap, but it is not an item that I offer regularly. So is there someone out there who would like to work with me on creating a soap called Ayodeli? It contains 6 essential oils and smells so amazing.
Love it.
My website is allinwomanherbals.com. That's AHH, meaning after you use my product, you go dash landwomanherbals.com. And you can find me on Facebook and Instagram as well.
And you can hear all about her story on a recent podcast.
Thanks, Sue.
Wonderful. Thank you, Gloria. Okay, Joyce, why don't you go?
Hi, everybody. Good evening. I'm Joyce Seriata. I own Joyce's Baskets in beautiful South Florida. There's no other place in the world like South Florida, I can tell you that. Absolutely beautiful here. We create corporate thank you gifts as well as everyday gifting. Which have been around 20 years. I am looking for someone because I am in Florida. I'm looking for Florida themed items, not so much as food, but like little novelty items that I can put in my gifts as a keepsake as the people come, the tourists come here and traveling to and from. So I'm looking for something like flamingo. I had somebody reach out to me and say that he could do something like flamingo. But anything that would give me an idea to put in my Florida baskets, like I said, not really food, because I wanted something that I have all year long because I want to be able this time around to keep my page up on my website all year long. With just Florida, little things to do, maybe little keepsake items was definitely that I'm looking for. So if you have any ideas, any suggestions, hit me up on Instagram at Joyce's Baskets.
Wonderful. Okay, Lori, can you unmute yourself and go next?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep, can hear you just fine.
Okay, I'm Lori Nash, and I'm the owner of Red Cabin Studio, and I live in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. So a ways from Joyce in Southern Florida there, kind of straight up though. I'm a designer, illustrator, self-taught. I'm a retired occupational therapy assistant. So this is kind of my retirement fun job. And I sell mostly wholesale, but what I do is I design a lot of custom designs that are appropriate for a certain location. I'm near Mackinac Island, if you know about that. So I design a lot for that and do custom things that people need. And then I use the sublimation process which is a heat process, to put the design onto mugs, ceramic ornaments, totes, just a lot of different items like that. So I'm just looking to just expand a little bit. My business has evolved to where I'm focused more on the design work and the custom part of that. So
wonderful. Where can people get in touch with you, Lori?
Instagram is good. red_cabin_studio.
Okay, perfect. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Anita, it's you.
Hey, everybody. I'm Anita Hausman, and I live in a very sweet place, Hershey, Pennsylvania. There is no other place like Hershey, PA, Chocolate Town, USA. I am the owner of the Hershey Gifting Company, and we work with individuals and small businesses to creatively help promote themselves or brand themselves, and also to help recognize special people and events in their lives. So our specialty is custom printed ribbon. We are doing a lot of what we call ribbon on demand, where we are printing for small businesses and people that want to add some creativity to their product lines, as well as maybe a special event. And it's really been fun. It's kind of something new, and it's really been taking off. So you can find me on social at the Hershey Gifting Co. And I would love to talk to people. If you would like to place an order, I do have a special code. If you use BASH15, you will get 15% off of your first order.
Perfect. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, DeWitt, I'm going to go to you.
Awesome. Good evening, everyone. I'm happy to be here. I met Sue, as she said, a few days ago on an app called Owl. And I expressed to her something that I'm sharing tonight, that I'm in the process of launching a brand new private school in Jacksonville, Florida. The goal is to launch in 2023. My purpose for reaching out to Sue at the time was to just get some ideas about ways in which I could connect with parents, or parent groups, I would say, your parent teacher organizations. You know, you may have your affiliate groups such as the band moms or cheer moms or soccer moms. And what could perhaps be a way that I could help to spread not only the launch of the school, but then in turn help to generate revenue for Upstart, as well as to be able to give a portion of those proceeds back to that existing entity. So I'm excited today to just be able to listen and share. I've been writing down the names of each of the platforms that you all have, from Joyce's Baskets to Outland Herbals, Red Cabin, and Hershey Gifting Company. So I'll be sure to reach out to each of you. You can connect with me, DeWitt Robinson, on LinkedIn. DeWittR as in Robert, OBINSON. So I'm excited about learning more. And thank you, Sue, for the invitation to tonight's bash.
You're welcome. I'm thrilled that you're here, and I'm looking forward to continuing hearing about the progression of the project. I think it's amazing.
Yes.
Okay, Andrel, why don't you go next?
Hey, hello, everybody. So my name is Andrel Rubin, and I own and operate Andrel's Sweet Kitchen. So part of what I do is ask, and I asked about Andrel's Sweet Kitchen, ASK. See the connection. What I do is I have gourmet sweets. I specialize in a graham cracker praline. I have one right here.
Yum. How come it's not sitting on my desk here, Andrel?
If you could reach through this camera, you'd
Take
be
it.
like, oh, I'm trying to have just pralines and graham crackers.
So
But
for those who are listening only, it looks delicious.
another one of my specialties is homemade caramel popcorn. So my website is andrelsweetkitchen.com. I specialize in just a small amount of things, but I make things in small batches to ensure the freshness of everything, as well as just making sure that it's something that's tasty and just give it to someone as a gift. You know, I have different flavors of popcorn as well. So I can't really say that I'm looking to collaborate, because right now this is really new to me. So I'm just really trying to get it out there. And Anita, I do really like the idea of the ribbon, putting my name on the ribbon to help my marketing skills with that. I am located in Houston, Texas.
Okay, so we have a lot of listeners in the Texas area, in Houston. So those of you who are out there who are in Texas, check it out.
Yes.
Go check it out. Perfect. Wonderful. Okay, Gloria, I see that we've caught you in the car tonight, it looks like. Are you able to unmute and talk to us?
Yes, I am. I'm not driving. My husband is driving.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I would have been asking you to pull over to the side.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Gloria with King's Gift Basket, located in the beautiful Myrtle Beach area. We help our customers through gifting, whether it be through small pop-by gifts or large gift baskets. If you're having an event, if you wanted to customize the gift baskets, that's something that we do at King's Gift Baskets. You can find us on the web at kingsgiftbaskets.com.
Wonderful. Okay, I think I got everybody, right? Yes. That's why I have my notes here. Perfect. So now you've gotten information from everybody, those who are listening to the show. Go back, rewind if you need to, reach out to people. That's why they're here. And if you also would like to come and be part of a bash like this, I only have 2 more going on this summer, only 2, because summer people are out doing things, etc. So if you're interested, go to giftbizunwrapped.com/bash. I only take a certain amount of people because, as you can see, if we have too many people, this is going to go on too long. So if you're interested, grab a spot now so that you can join us. Okay. I loved having you here. Thank you so much. It's so exciting and interesting to hear what everyone's up to. I already am seeing some new connections and new linkage happening here tonight. So it's been wonderful being together. Thank you for listening to my benefits and features conversation. Hopefully you'll take that to heart and be able to incorporate some of that into your business. And for all of you who did showcases, thank you so much. After I finish and turn off the recording, stay for a second so that we can talk. And for everyone else, thank you for joining in on yet another Gift Biz Bash. Before you move on to your next activity today, make sure to get your name on the list for at least one Gift Biz Bash. You can see the dates and times for upcoming sessions and get signed up over at giftbizunwrapped.com/bash. And if you're enjoying the podcast and would like to show support, a rating and review would be wonderful. It helps spread the word about the show too, so it's a great way to pay it forward. There's also another way to get something tangible in exchange for your support. Visit my merch shop for a wide variety of inspirational items like mugs, journals, water bottles, and more, featuring logos, images, and quotes to inspire you throughout your day. Makes a great gift too. And we've just added some new products for the season. Which is my favorite design right now? It's a toss-up with that gorgeous lemonade image and a quote about refreshing, and the beautiful butterfly design. What's yours? Turnaround is quick and the quality is top-notch. Nothing but the best for you. Take a look at all the options at giftbizunwrapped.com/shop. All proceeds from these purchases helps me offset the costs of producing this podcast. And now, be safe and well, and I'll see you again next time on the Gift Biz Unwrapped podcast. I want to make sure you're familiar with my free Facebook group called Gift Biz Breeze. It's a place where we all gather and are a community to support each other. I've got a really fun post in there that's my favorite of the week, I have to say, where I invite all of you to share what you're doing, to show pictures of your product, to show what you're working on for the week, to get reaction from other people, and just for fun because we all get to see the wonderful products that everybody in the community is making. My favorite post every single week, without doubt. Wait, what? Aren't you part of the group already? If not, make sure to jump over to Facebook and search for the group Gift Biz Breeze. Don't delay. Come join us in Gift Biz Breeze today.